Good evening, everyone. My name is Akshayaa Nokaraju and I am from Sekolah Pertandingan AWAL. My school code is JBB 1009. Today, I'll be reviewing with you a story titled The Fisherman and His Wife. Once upon a time, there lived a poor fisherman. He lived near a hut by the sea. Every day, he would go down to the water's edge to throw his line in. One day, when the water was particularly bright and shining, he caught a flounder. "I may not be a very good supper," said the flounder, "for I am no ordinary fish. I am an enchanted prince. Please pull me back into the water and let me swim away." Without a moment's hesitation, the fisherman tossed the flounder back into the sea. "So, did you catch anything today?" asked his wife. "Only an enchanted flounder." "Enchanted? But I swim away." "What? Go back to the flounder and tell him that I want to live in a beautiful cottage." When the fisherman returned to the sea was no longer bright and shining. Now it was a dull greener color. The fisherman called out, "Flounder, flounder, flounder in the sea, can you hear me?" When the flounder appeared, the fisherman asked, "My wife is not happy. She wants to live in a beautiful cottage." The flounder replied, "Go back, she already has it." When the fisherman went home, to his surprise, he saw a beautiful cottage. On the front door, his wife was standing there. His wife showed him the rooms, the kitchen, and the beautiful garden. "We shall be very happy here," said the fisherman. "We shall see," said his wife. Hardly a week passed by when the wife asked, "I want to be the queen and live in a beautiful castle." "What? This cottage is roomy enough for us. We don't need a castle." "Yes, we do. Go back to the flounder and tell him that I want to live in a beautiful castle and be the queen." When the fisherman went back to the sea was no longer dull now. Now it was in a brown color and had a foul smell. The fisherman called out to the flounder. When the flounder appeared, it asked what it wanted. The fisherman said, "My wife is still not happy. She wants to be the queen and live in a beautiful big castle." Said the fisherman, "Go back, she already has it," said the flounder. When the fisherman returned home, to his surprise, he saw a big castle. When he went inside, he saw his wife sitting on a glass throne. A few minutes later, the wife came to him and asked, "Husband, I do not like being the queen. It's far too boring. All I do is sit on my glass throne dusk till dawn. I want to be the emperor." "The emperor? The flounder can't make you the emperor," said the fisherman. "I don't care. Go back to the flounder and tell him that I want to be the emperor." When the fisherman returned to the sea was now nearly black, and there were strong winds and angry waves. The fisherman called out to the flounder. When the flounder appeared, it asked, "What do you want now?" The fisherman replied, "My wife is still not happy. She wants to be the emperor." "Go back, she already has it," said the flounder. When the fisherman returned home, he saw even a bigger castle than before. But now, when he went inside, there were fountains, furniture, and hundreds of servants. In one particular room, his wife was sitting on a golden throne. A day later, the wife asked, "I could not sleep the whole night today. By the time I felt sleepy, it was morning already. I want to be the Almighty. I want to control the moon and stars," said his wife. When the fisherman returned to the sea, now the sea was clear and calm. He called out to the flounder. The flounder came out angrily and said, What do you want now? My wife is not happy. She wants to be the Almighty, the control of the moon and stars. Go back. She'll be with everything that she deserves, said the flounder. When the fisherman returned home, he saw that his wife standing in the front of his hut he had started out before. By this time, his wife was more happier, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. The moral of the story, my friends, is that we shouldn't be ungrateful and we should appreciate the things we already have. We should be thankful to God for the things we have in life. I give this book a 5-star because it teaches a valuable lesson. I really like this book because it's really colorful and it's suitable for people who are aged 10 to 12. I love reading, and not just love, my hobby is also to read. My favorite characters from this storybook is the flounder because he can grant wishes. Okay friends, that's it for today. See you and bye!